On the savanna, a prey begins to panic. Not because of a predator, but a whole pack is approaching. The sound of biting jaws rings out, strong enough to crush bones after just a few bites. No need for superior speed. They rely on numbers and stubbornness to corner the target to the end. Welcome to the terrifying attacks of hyenas accidentally caught on camera. Honey badger versus hyena. Do not let the size fool you, because you are facing the one at the top of the blacklist of all predators. The honey badger does not know what fear is, and it does not care who the opponent is either.
Venom bombs.
From the deadly venom of venomous snakes to the sharp teeth of lions, everything is just spice for its extremely aggressive nature. In its invincible leather armor and iron will, it does not just survive, it dominates with insane stubbornness. The honey badger only weighs about 9 to 16 kilograms. However, it possesses a skin layer up to 6 millimeters thick and extremely loose around the neck, helping it able to twist its body around to attack even when being bitten. The hyena understands that killing a honey badger is extremely exhausting and has a high risk of injury due to the too thick skin and the badger's aggressiveness. A solitary hyena will usually retreat, but if it is a hyena pack, they can coordinate to flip the honey badger over and attack the soft belly area, the only weak point of this warrior. Facing a bite force that can crush elephant bones is a solitary honey badger, but completely unflinching. Not finding a way to escape, this dwarf assassin unleashes furious hisses and threatening lunges at the opponent's sensitive areas. Amidst the encirclement, stubbornness has turned the hunted one into a terror. African wild dog versus hyena. African wild dog, the animal with the highest hunting efficiency on the African grasslands, far surpassing even lions and leopards. While lions only succeed about 20 to 30% of the hunts, African wild dogs achieve a success rate of up to 80%. Their archenemy and most terrifying foe is none other than the spotted hyena. But what if it is just a solitary confronting one?
In the heat of the day, mother to be. A rude awakening, but perhaps also an opportunity.
The wild dog pack, disciplined hunting machines, immediately turns the outsider's curiosity into a public execution. An adult female hyena weighs about 60 to 70 kilograms, but when pregnant, the body's center of gravity changes, and the pressure on the skeletal system is very large.
To protect both her back and her belly.
Its continuous spinning is a desperate effort to protect the soft belly area, the most vulnerable place, and also the wild dog's priority target. But the situation unexpectedly reverses when the majestic male lion approaches. His dominant aura immediately casts a suffocating pressure on the entire wild dog pack.
Male lions can take anything they want.
He ignores the brawl. His destination is just the prey carcass. Nevertheless, that authoritative presence inadvertently relieved the siege, saving the hyena from the death sentence by a hair's breadth. Lion versus hyena.
They got to have lady. Lunch it there.
The lion, dubbed the Lord of the Forest, is the only cat species living in prides and possessing biological characteristics, serving an extremely brutal, coordinated hunting style.
Thing.
The lion's bite force reaches about 650 pounds per square inch, though lower than the jaguar or tiger. But the short and wide jaw structure allows them to maintain extremely large compressive force for a long time. The claws, up to 10 centimeters long, sharp as razors, help them cling tight to the thick skin layer of the prey and wrestle down opponents weighing many times their own body weight. The battle between lions and hyenas is not just about competing for food, but a blood feud lasting millions of years, where pack tactics can overthrow even the proudest kings. Under the velvet curtain of the dark desert night, a lion pride is hastily consuming the prize after a hunting effort. However, the blood scent molecules spreading in the wind become an invitation letter calling for death. The silent atmosphere on the dirt mound quickly shatters as a series of cold, reflective gazes gradually reveal themselves, sparking a battle for the throne. Reaching the overwhelming threshold in manpower, the Dark Legion simultaneously surges forward. Possessing a highly evolved palate system and jaw muscle structure with a crushing force of 1,100 pounds per square inch, a brutal bite of theirs is more than enough to break the skeletal frame of the fierce beast. Accidentally stepping into the encirclement, an unfortunate young lioness turns into the scapegoat of the Dark Knight. Every desperate stepping back rhythm pushes the Lord down into the freezing water stream, where all vitality and resistance fade out. The moment the ultimate predator breathes its last breaths, its body instantly transforms into survival energy for the enemy. The cycle closes, brutal but extremely primitive. Topi antelope versus hyena.
It's an ecosystem defined by the interactions of its inhabitants.
Amidst the vast sea of grass, a silhouette stands towering on a high dirt mound like a living statue. That is the topi, the sentinel of the savannah.
Upper forelimbs and haunches,
The topi has the habit of standing on termite mounds or high dirt mounds for many hours continuously.
The topi is highly flexible offspring, which occupies a stable home range.
This is a strategic position, helping them optimize the 360-degree vision to detect enemies from afar.
The primary social bond is between a female and her.
They are one of the fastest-running antelope species, reaching a maximum speed up to 70 to 80 kilometers per hour.
Contain no resources other than the male himself.
But with rogue hunters, will they wait until the prey is still on guard to risk lunging in?
Population.
Hyenas are not the best sprinters, so they prioritize approaching sleeping or off-guard prey. The hyena launches a fatal snap, pinning tight into the hamstring of the frantically accelerating antelope. Once losing the springing power of the hind legs, the fastest antelope of the savanna also becomes immobilized and more vulnerable than ever.
Scrum as everyone tries to get a piece of the meal.
The hunt is not only a display of physical strength, but also a lesson about grim survival and the effectiveness of tactics.
Wait anxiously on the sidelines, hoping eventually.
Leopard versus hyena. Unlike lions or tigers, the leopard possesses extremely developed shoulder and leg muscle groups, serving the purpose of climbing. The leopard is the only species capable of dragging a prey, weighing twice its own body weight up vertical high tree branches, helping them completely separate the consumption environment from opportunistic scavengers. But that also does not mean hyenas will drop them out of sight. The leopard with a broken leg lies flat amidst the clearing, panting, looking at the hyena encirclement, slowly closing in. Catching the scent of injury, the wise beast pack continuously aims attacking blows at the hind limbs to exploit the blind angle. Instead of finishing off right away, hyenas always maintain harassing tactics, utilizing the pressure of numbers to completely exhaust the prey's stamina. Unable to stand firm, the leopard loses the fulcrum to generate pouncing force and the innate self-defense ability of cat species. Fortunately, the survival risk calculation made the beast pack today only stop at the level of a show of force. Antelope versus hyena. The antelope recklessly crosses the swamp area, but the soft mud has eliminated the speed advantage, creating conditions for wild dogs to immediately tighten the encirclement. Nevertheless, the hunters had to step back when the hyena legion utilized the overwhelming number advantage to conduct the prize robbery. The pair of horns at this time becomes a fatal defensive weapon. Thanks to the thrust from the neck muscles, the antelope continuously hooks sideways and rams straight, ready to pierce through the internal organs of the enemy approaching out of rhythm. But the continuous biting and tearing tactic has completely worn down the victim's vitality. The hyena pack drags the prey ashore, ending the slaughter amidst the sunset dust cloud. What you have just watched shows that in the hyena's world, the advantage does not only lie in strength, but also in coordination ability. And just a small deviation is enough to change the situation. Every hunt is a combination of tactics and timing, where the opportunity usually only comes once. If you find this video fascinating, hit like, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel to continue exploring many other wild moments. Thank you for watching until the end. See you again in the next video.